It is wonderful to be here, first of all. Thank you all for inviting me. It's a beautiful initiative, and I would like to engage with the students in the audience who are present here with the little work that I have done. So, there were a few questions which I would like to answer very quickly. First is, how were you inspired by architecture profession? So, firstly, architecture was not my first choice. I was into international street skating, but then my parents wanted to pursue engineering, and I was into arts growing up and academically also strong. So architecture became like a middle decision to, and after that I would also like to mention NASA as one of the turning points wherein I got more exposure, and it helped me in building up through my field. And my journey from learning to building has been a constant drive and hunger towards trying to learn something new. So it was right from the college days wherein I would take some voluntary decision, like take up a bunch of my friends and go to one of the factories and just understand the process or of the material building. For example, there was this plywood factory which me and my friends had voluntarily visited. It was not a part of the college assignment. So I would do all these things for my building up right from the college days, and then of course NASA. And today my own sites are my learning ground. I spend a lot of time on the site because I'm a selfish architect. I want to make sure I'm learning from my artisans. I'm also putting my hands on and innovating and exploring and experimenting with them. So that is something which has been very close to me. And when it comes to the inception of my firm, so I was always a believer that I wanted to start something of my own. And it was one fine day wherein my Parsi friend offered me to design his cafe, which was called the Bava, if you guys have visited. So that was the starting point, and then it has been going on since then. And Sam's Drafting Board as a name has been a very close name which came right from my heart, because I wanted my practice to not just cover up architecture or design. As a long-term vision, I've always been into multitasking and participating in very many activities. So through my skill set, I want to make sure that I am contributing on a larger front. And I'm trying that in my little capacity in the 5 years of experience that I have now, be it working for non-profit or be it working for the education sector, apart from the commercial sector, which my more projects have been limelighted from the commercial sector, but I keep making sure that I'm contributing and volunteering in these aspects. Now, quickly beginning with the presentation, today I'm going to present one of my projects, which is the recent projects. I'll just share the PPT with you guys. Since I was told that I have to explain more on the interior and architecture as a collaborative this thing, so I have picked up Pablo, the Art Cafe Lounge, as the project for today's presentation. And I would take you through also the journey of how the cafe was envisioned as an art cafe. So right from how our client meetings happened and how we derived at the name Pablo, that is a very important part of today's topic, which is conceptual visualization. So few of you might have visited the cafe even in Nagpur, and this I am going to be presenting mainly the Navi Mumbai project, which is my recent project. Okay, so the clients came up with this keyword as painter's empty canvas, because they wanted to serve their dishes in the form of an art piece, and that was the keyword. And my mind kept rolling as to how we can develop on this as a part of the decor. So there were a lot many questions going on in my mind, and the most important questions was which artist to pick up now. If it is an art cafe lounge, will it be an anonymous painter or will it be a famous painter? But then I jotted it down to a famous painter. Then there were two names that were coming across in our minds. One was Van Gogh, which you all must be knowing, and the other one is Pablo Picasso. So Van Gogh, when I was researching more about him is a very he also has a dark side to him. Whereas Pablo Picasso is a very crazy person. If you read about his history, about so many different kinds of art and the personality, mainly the personality and the vibe that he portrays, it was very like crazy. And which is why we thought it would be fun to experiment with Pablo Picasso's theories. And that's where we went ahead with. So this is a little bit of his history, which I've also incorporated as a part of the decor. And then further, so originally we were going to name it Picasso, the Art Cafe Lounge. But look at this is a very important image. I mean, you must be saying this shows how rough and how careless kind of a person he was. He was just very carefree about his art styles, about his journey, and hence we had to portray his life through our project. So that's why I kept on collecting some black and white images. So whenever you start with a project, especially when you're doing conceptual derivation, you need to keep it into account that you keep collecting data
you make a mood board out of it. So because he's such a historic person of the 18th century, I had to make sure that I have like a classic black and white wall which defines his pictures. Then I also wanted to make sure that there is history, there is different paintings of his form. He has done doodle art, he has done sculptures, he has done ceramic plates, and these three were predominant periods of his art, which is the blue period, rose period, and cubism period. So this became the main theme of my project. I wanted to reel my entire design in the form of abstract art because all these art forms depict that. And this slide also helped me with the color schemes. All right. So these are few of his more works. Then I also found on the internet some mimicry art done by other people of his art style, as you see. So I thought, why not incorporate it to break the seriousness of Pablo's work? And this important slide, unfinished paintings. So I've always believed in form follows fiction. That is one of my very important philosophies. And I was like, I want to make this place much more interactive. It need not be just an art cafe lounge where people come to just drink and chill, but it could be something which offers a very different experience to the user. So today, if you see, both the places have people hosting their exhibitions. There are art attacks happening in these places. It is not just a chill place. These kind of events are happening. Why? Because it's interactive. So when you leave these empty canvases or unfinished canvases here and there as a part of decor, people pick up the paintbrush and paint it. So the place becomes interactive. Another form of interaction was in the form of supplies. So I have created supply wall wherein the people can just pick up the supplies and paint whatever they want, or things like that. So why Pablo now? See, everybody knows Picasso, but not many people know that Picasso is only Pablo. So in order to have that curiosity, we named it Pablo Picasso. But then people also started comparing it with Pablo Escobar, which we were completely unaware of. It was a fun thing that happened. So this is now Nagpur Pablo's. Very quickly I want to take, because I want to discuss in detail Pablo Navi Mumbai. But this is a bit in between site image where you see little bit of false ceiling coming up, a little bit of walls cladded with soundproofing, windows happening. This is a bit of layout where you have the atrium, and this layout has to be done with the clients as per the seating arrangement that they want. There is outdoors, there's organic pathway, and this is a slide which shows you how soundproofing is done. The yellow portion that you see on the left is a glass wool. So you need to put everywhere to make the place, especially when you're doing it, a lounge kind of a place, it has to be soundproof. So for that, it is done. And barn effect. Now you see in this slide, slowly the barn effect is coming. Because the theme was Art Cafe Lounge, we chose to go for barn vocabulary as an overall decor, which will tie up the whole design and the elements. So you see the vocabulary of the door. And this is the atrium as of before. And these are some of the strip elevations of what I've done there. And this is how it looks in reality. So even these partitions are custom designed. AutoCAD पे हर एक चीज in different shapes ड्रॉ करी है and CNC machine में cut करके वो बनाया गया है. And again, this inspiration is abstract art. You also see these canvases on the left. Those are actually made by the customers. So we leave an empty canvas there at the entrance and people just come and paint there. And this is the atrium. Something that I'm very proud of is this chandelier which you see in the Nagpur outlet, wherein it's a 16 feet tall chandelier which is made on site. If you try to purchase a chandelier of that size today, it will cost you 5 lakhs. But we experimented it. So because Cubism was Pablo Picasso's very important art period, we were like, why not do something related to Cubism? So the left image is a half size model which I tried to weld and check if it looks good. And the right side is we are trying to install it. We made it in aluminium sections because it is lighter in weight. Also, if you see the development, there are collars on the right side image of the cubes. Those collars are meant so that this whole assembly can be interlocked, because I put in light. Or this is the light, light fittings experimentation. And finally, you see this getting installed. It took me 3 days to install the whole 16 feet tall chandelier. And today that cost even less than 1 lakh, but we have been able to do it. This is how the whole assembly looks from the bottom. And this is how it looks when it is lit and from a different angle. Yes, from the outside. And these are the toilet iterations, restroom iterations, where I told you that mimic art has been incorporated. And these are some of the outdoor pictures. So this was the before, this is the after. So the outdoors are more minimal in tone because inside there's so much of color pop-up happening. So you need to balance all of that. some of the installations. Pablo was also into installation art, so I've kept it here and there. And again, bringing that abstract geometry here itself, you can see this is the outdoor. And in this elevation, Nagpur's elevation, there was not too much I could do because it was a trabeated structure that was given to us before. So, but when I show you the Navi Mumbai slide, you will understand how I've gone a little extra in terms of even developing the elevation and the form of the building in an abstract way. So I've gone at a little extra in terms of creativity. You'll see it in the next slides. So this is Nagpur's, again quickly reeling through short before images of the slides of the project. And you see how the barn touch is coming into in these pictures. This is the before and the after. You see how the plates are being, I used to chalk mark everything and check. On process, the before and the after. The before, after. These are like statue walls. And then the plus sign window was also something, because I got a square patch. I thought, why not do this? It will give you that old school look of the 18th century. And you see a little paint supply, some nice coats and the barn furniture. This was an architect's drafting board, actually, which we generally have this drafting table, which is rotatable. But here I extruded it and made it a community table. So such kind of interventions we need to keep doing in terms of vocabulary. This is a history wall. This is the picture during the opening. I mean, we all had puja and everything. I'm standing at the DJ area and clicking that side. Yes. So this is pretty much it. This is me during Sundays also going to the sites and getting things done. Thoroughly enjoyed the project. Took about 8 to 10 months. And now I'm, very important slide. So this quote of Pablo Picasso, all children are artists. The problem is how to remain an artist once you grow up, has stuck by me. Like, you'll find it on my website as well. This is my main thing that I want to keep with myself as I move ahead in my career. I want to be a child. I want to be as creative as possible. Asad sir is also here. I see. Hi. I think he also has a child in him, and that's why he's been so creative even today at this age. So something that I'm very excited to share with you all is the Pablo Navi Mumbai project, because it's the recent project and it has been much more challenging. So let's get on to it very quickly. This is the site. So as you saw, it is double or almost double in terms of volume with the previous slide. And because of the volume, the first thing that came to our mind was we obviously need to bring the ceiling down. But at the same time, little mezzanine structures would reduce the span and make it look much more cozier. So as you see in this slide, there is already some fabrication work happening because that is the loft portion which I have introduced in this Pablo. I'll show you in the plan. So the dotted line that you see, which is very abstract in shape, that is the loft area where I have kept some VIP tables and as well as people to jam, like the jamming sessions. The musicians which will come, they will now be at the top because there is a height to your advantage. Also getting inspired by Pablo Picasso's abstraction theory. That's why the loft design is abstract. The bar design, as you see, you will never find, at least till now, what I have researched, there is no bar which is designed in this abstract shape. So in order to compete with the Bombay crowd, I had to make sure that I'm going extra in everything. And that's why there's this abstract shape bar. And as you enter, there is this lobby on the bottom, as you see. And we also have a consolidated room, like a square shaped room, which was the client told a brief that they wanted to organize some fun conferences over there. So that also has to be Pablo style. Now just imagine how a conventional conference room is, and then I'll show you how this conference room is. You'll get an idea. Yeah, so this is the plan form. And yeah, this is the first scrap, just a brief understanding of the volume. This is the very initial stage model where we were trying to understand how the abstract shape bar would look, how the balconies on the top would look, and to understand the volume basically. And these are again very initial, the ceiling designs to understand. So there are too many rafters, but now I have not, in the final product, there are not so many rafters, but you get the volume of the place. Okay. Now, the elevation in drawing looks so, actually risky. Imagine this, there is this famous artwork of Pablo Picasso by the name of Guernica. So if you see it, it's a very war art piece. He has painted war in his painting. And I have tried to doodle art that whole thing on this huge wall. Imagine if it was a solid wall, it would have looked very, very gaudy. So, you have to take certain risky decisions like this. Even in the drawing, it is not looking that great. And we were like really confused. But as an end product, I was like, I went with my instincts, I went with my gut. And when you'll see it, you'll realize how beautiful it is looking. So, these are some of the iterations. Again, the wall to the bar right has these black and white pictures. There are some wooden frames, there are some paintings, there's this Guernica piece of wall art. Then you have the bar in the center, there are some plates, there are some statues and paintings, there's some dartboard, black and white sketching of Pablo. And then this glass partition has the art room or the conference room that I would like to call right behind it. So this is the previous picture of the slide. And here you see I have introduced being an architect. Even when you're doing interior architecture, interiors, you have that psychology of an architect and how to bring in light and all of that. So skylight, clerestory band is what I've added here. Plus there is parts skylight over here also. So I've removed the tin sheets and instead of that put like translucent corrugated sheets so that there's natural light. And this is a mesh which will hold the false ceiling. This is the skylight detail that is coming up. This is bit of mid stage where you see a little bit of wooden false ceiling also coming in and work happening on the side. And this is the above area. From the human scale, you can imagine the volume of this place, right? So this is where the stage will be there, where the jamming session will happen. And this is bit of the side proceedings. Again, the loft. This is a mid-stage photo of the site where I'm trying the electrical testing also, trying how much light and all. And yeah, also in projects like this, you have to really put in your 110%, like certain things which you are innovating. For example, I've done a lot of art on my furniture tables as well. So you have to stand there and, make it happen because there is no reference to it. Even you are experimenting. I would barely go for 1.5 days there because the site was in Mumbai and I had to make sure I'm literally working with the workers till 12 a.m. in the night, getting these things happen. See, this also took about 6 hours for me to install. There is no like drawing to it. You cannot draw these things. You have to go by intuition and those workers के साथ आपको खड़े रहना पड़ता है तभी वो ये सब चीज कर पाते हैं. Again, photo frames or those kind of things is I could have easily put it directly on the wall, like a 90-degree flat. But I tried to innovate by, creating this light and shadow effect by putting it at a slightly tilt fashion. Then these are some mid-stage pictures again. You see the abstract shape bar coming into place and then this loft also coming into place. Some details happening. So I'm myself an amateur artist and art has played a very, very important role in any of the projects. So this is something that you can see happening. Then this barn vocabulary, the kind of furnitures that are coming up. And this is the table that I was painting. Another important thing while making Pablo Navi Mumbai that I realized was that Pablo used to also write poems. And I was shocked. And I'm like, I want to incorporate one of his poems in my decor. So this is a very happy poem. And I was like, rather than just putting it as a doodle art, like painted on the wall, that will be very boring. I mean, we have seen it everywhere. What can I try more? So we have these 400 letters literally being handcrafted. Asad sir has helped me handcraft it from a fabricator. And literally, we have installed it on the wall in such a way that you see that light shadow pattern. Like the light also has to be thrown upon it in the right angle so that you get these shadows of it. And people who have gone there have really acknowledged the fact that we enjoyed that wall. It was very trippy and it was a very different experience. Then again, this wall art, the painting of the table. This slide is about the conference room, which we fondly called as our art room, because this is the room where we were celebrating other artists of Pablo Picasso's century. बाकी पूरे डेकोर में बहुत हो गया पाब्लो पाब्लो. So अभी क्योंकि ये consolidated room मिला, हमने सोचा इसमें बाकी आर्टिस्ट जो 18th century के हैं, अमृता शेरगिल, फ्रीडा कालो, वैन गो, साल्वेडोर डाली, Monk, all so many artists, about 20-30 artists, we would celebrate them. So what we have done is the envelope of this room is in Pablo style, which is the blue period, rose period, and the red period. So that's why the walls are in peach, red color. The blue color comes on the tabletop. I'll show you in the next slide. But the elements in this room, that is the pictures and the paintings on the wall, are of artists of other different artists of his century. So we have made sure that our place is so celebrating that it is also welcoming other artists of Pablo century. I'll show you in the further slides. This is the room. And then following his theory of abstract art, I have divided the room through colors and through my false ceiling and light design in a diagonal fashion, like this. Okay. And these are the details coming up. As you see, the room is divided through a diagonal line of colors into two different colors. And the blue details are these finer details where you see these spaces of other artists of his century coming into this wall by artist Ashwini. And then there are these paintings which you see lying on the floor, which we are going to install. These are also different paintings of different artists of his time. You'll see Frida Kahlo's, this is Monk's painting. Then Seurat is there. Then Salvador Dali is there. Van Gogh is there. So those kind of things. Then this is the fluid art table. Again, because Pablo's three periods were rose period, blue period, and cubism. So that's why blue kahan. So blue will come in the form of fluid art. Now conference room ki arrangement hoti hai in a C shape. So I was like, every table will have a different fluid art. And when you combine those tables together in the C shape planning, it becomes like a flow of art. So this is the final product. This is how the tables are arranged, and this is how the room looks like. So this is more like a conference room for them, or they can use it for other multi-purposes like birthday celebrations or whatever they want. And these are the toilets. Now this is the boys' toilet. So going on again with the barn vocabulary and keeping the red and the blue period of Pablo Picasso in hand, you see the basins, you see the mirrors, those are all barn details like the ropes and the basin, wooden basins. And the palette is blue for the boys, and here red for the girls. And then these are the final pictures that I'm putting across of Pablo Navi Mumbai. What you see across in this picture is the art room, and this is the seating arrangement of the main area of Pablo. These are the wall details, what I was talking about, the supply corner. And you check out the chair, you know, it has those cane details because barn touch dena tha. You see the ceramic plate art, small coats that are I paint object, and I think them as no one is seeing them, you know. So these kind of lovely quotes of Pablo Picasso have come on my columns. Then these frames, तो साइड पे जो भी वुड बचा था उसमें से ये फ्रेम्स बनाई है और वॉल पे इंस्टॉल कर दी है. Then I was talking about this wall where the photo frame is kept at a tilt. So you know how that effect is created in the night with the light and all. Then this is the overall color palette as you see, and these are the final pictures. So I'm just going to float it. Yeah, this is the table that I had painted, which is on the loft, which is at a height. And you can see how much height there is actually. This is the sketch of Pablo, which comes when you are entering the place. These are the wall elevations. You see the black and white pictures, you see the frames, you see the doodle art, which is in the form of those photo frames, and the rest of the furniture. This is the other side of the shed, industrial shed, where you have the painting, you have the sculptures, you have the supply corner, some empty canvases, if you see, that are lying below the supply corner so that a customer can come, pick and paint. And then there is this sketch of the Pablo. These are further details. These statues are made in fiber and painted by an artist. They are not purchased. Everything done here is handcrafted. Even the plates. So these are further images. This is the abstract shape bar. This photo is still very incomplete. I actually wanted to add a quote on that brick wall, but the site is away, and whenever I photographed it, it wasn't completed. And this is how it looks during the day. And you see the doodle art on that huge wall, the Guernica doodle art, how beautiful it is looking. Imagine if I would have done a solid artwork over there. वो बहुत गंदा लगता. So ये सारी चीजें आपको with experience आती है. And in the night, it looks like this, with all the lights and everything on. Obviously, the lights can be controlled if you want to dim. Every light has a dimmer, so you can do that as per the ambience, the way you want it. And yes, now I want to take you outside the property. So this is the property where this is being made. And as you see, the elevation is like this small where you have written Orange City's favorite brands at Navi Mumbai. Okay. Now, this is the proposal I had given for the elevation because I had more freedom over here. There was no existing big structure over here. I thought, why not bring in those abstraction even in the elevation? And that is why I've gone for this. This is the sample of the paint, abstract lines that we were making. And this is how it looked as per the half of it. You also see the porch detail. I could have easily made a straight porch, like how you generally see in malls and everything. But I have gone by that my pattern, which I drew. And the porch, the mini porch is also in that abstract shape. This is how the above part was being made in steel because it's a added construction for the elevation. So you see the development happening. There is a huge ceiling coming, like a porch ceiling, which is sloping on one side. That is also present on the slide. So this you can see from the far how the construction is happening of the elevation, and you also see that industrial shed inside. That is the main area which I showed you the interiors of. Okay. And also, when you look into the landscape, you see I have created these green pockets. I'm going to make sure that I travel you through the Pablo story right from the entrance. So all the Pablo's installations are going to be installed even in these green pockets that you see outside. I'll just show you in the further slides. So these are those installations which these my workers are holding it because I was fixing their position. This is the one of the installations. So the more you research about Pablo, I found out that this kind of artwork installation also he has made. I got it made on site. These are the things you cannot like purchase. You have to make it on site. The proportions you will never find it. तुम्हें खुद sketch करना पड़ता है, देना पड़ता है एक अंदाजे से, and they make it because no two hands are also equal, like in these installations. So it's a very arty kind of affair for me. And this was the before, and this is the after. So this is how the final elevation is. On the top that you see, this is an outdoor area, which they were, plants and all are missing in this picture because they were yet to start. And also check out the door details. So door is also customized, the red and the blue. So you see how I've tied up, how I've researched so well about Pablo and then tied up all his theories. मैंने कुछ अलग नहीं किया है, जो उन्होंने किया है उनकी theory को follow किया है और theme based conceptualize किया है, and I have tied it up together with a barn vocabulary. Okay. Also balance बहुत important होता है. We've learned it in our first years. जैसे अंदर में बहुत colors है, so I've made sure that बाहर it has to be a monotone scheme, and I can still innovate it by adding those abstract bands and creating pockets of landscape and adding those statues. So I would like to conclude this presentation by saying that for me, conceptual visualization is innovation. It is seeking opportunity in design. Like I'm a very hungry designer. I try to seek opportunity in every project, which is why I end up also taking very less work because I want to make sure that for me, it's a relationship with the project and with the client. So I want to make sure that every project is different from the other. And that's how I look at as an opportunity. And form follows fiction. This is my philosophy. I want to do it that way. One that blends significantly. Often we feel that when we want to do things out of the box, we literally don't think of the context. We literally don't think of, कुछ हटके करना है, मतलब we go out of the way. That shouldn't be the case. You have to do it out of the box, but by blending it significantly. So that's a big challenge. I think it comes with experience. So again, the next point, integrate and segregate, tells the same thing. Build your own design culture. So I have this very childlike attitude. I have this thing to learn. So often architects are very strict, but I'm equally like fun, and I talk to my even workers as if I'm learning from them. कि कारपेंटर जी बताइए, I won't be अबे कारपेंटर क्या कर रहा है, ऐसे नहीं, कारपेंटर जी बताइए मैं कहीं गलत हूँ क्या. These are the way I deal at site. So I build my culture, and those people, that's why stay for me. उन्हें पता था कि मैडम 1.5 दिन के लिए आ रही है, तो इसलिए वो मेरे लिए 12-12 बजे तक वो भी बेचारे रहते थे वहां पे कि मैडम कल सुबह निकल जाएगी, तो जितना भी चीज करना है वो अभी करना है, ये सिर्फ ड्राइंग्स के भरोसे नहीं होगा. तो मेरे साथ वो लोग 6-6 घंटा खड़े रहते थे. वो 400 लेटर्स इंस्टॉल करते थे वॉल पे, वो डार्ट बोर्ड क्रिएट करते थे, सॉरी द सप्लाई वॉल. आर्टिस्ट लोग रात भर खड़े रह के 4-4 बजे तक वी हैव डन द वर्क. सो आई बिल्ड दैट कल्चर ऑन टू माई साइड. आई थर्ली लव इट लाइक दैट. I think that has again come through NASA, maybe, I don't know. And it has to be a journey that translates to reality. So one must create a storyboard for any form of design. And this is what is conceptual visualization to me in my little career. And I'm still exploring and establishing myself. I like this unsettling situation for me. So I will never call myself an established architect. I call myself a nomadic architect, because I like to be in that unsettled situation where I'm trying new things and being challenged every moment. So I'm just happy with the journey, the way it has progressed for me so far. And let's hope that I bring in more work, and hope you'll enjoy it. Thank you. Oh, there's also video. If there's some time, I can just show you the video. I forgot about it. Thank you. I hope it was fruitful.
Definitely, and I did not warn you for the timing. You completed it at right time.
Perfect.
So over to you, Madhuri. Samruddhi, it's been a very knowledgeable, very inspiring and enlightening session, a good session. And the audience also, I'm very sure that enjoyed this your presentation, and I am going through this, but yeah, there are many who have really commended your work, and
Thank
we're very
you.
happy that you've been on this forum.
Thank you so much.
Sure, you have enjoyed. I would just like to ask you something, one question. The various ways in which you enhance your and upgrade your knowledge skills. Could you
Right.
just enlighten that?
Yeah. I would like to say I'm a very old school person. So honestly, for me, internet is not the only source. I'm very talkative, let me be very honest. So I end up talking, I have friends in the business fraternity as well. So I keep assuring myself that I'm in touch with many people, and I sort of get to know about it. And the other thing is experimentation. Like I wanted to try mud wall in one of my sites. We did not do it as a part of the project, but I was like, I convinced the client कि can you invest a little so that I want to just try and make it. So मैंने एक sample बनाया. तो मैं हर चीज का sample बनाती हूँ कि try करना है, try करना है, try करना है. And in this lockdown, I've been off late going a lot to Asad sir for learning all his Lichtenberg and those kind of things. He keeps innovating a lot. So I will just ring him up, sir कुछ नया बना रहे हो क्या? तो पैंडेमिक के दौरान मैंने उनसे भी काफ़ी चीज़ें सीखी है. So it's always the hunger, experiment करना है. सिर्फ इंटरनेट के भरोसे नहीं रहना है. And talk. I feel talking also helps. That's how I upgrade my knowledge.
Great, great. And there is one question for you from the audience. Who are the master architects who have inspired you when you were in college and even now?
Right. Charles Correa. That's the only name that comes to my mind because I would also like to share this very small incidents. I've been always been a big fan of his work because it has been so simplistic and rooted, like true cause को उन्होंने define किया हुआ है. So मैं उनके चार्ल्स कोरिया कॉन्फ्रेंस में गई थी and that was his first and last conference in Goa because after that he passed away. And this was the first conference I attended after my dad passed away. So how much talkative I look to you right now, I was very blank and very like in depression in those days. And I went to attend that conference. Charles sir was walking with his stick and he just crossed and I could actually touch his feet. There was no other person. Everybody was inside. By fluke, you can say, my luggage was stuck somewhere, which is why I was standing outside. The presentation had become, and I had the fortune of touching his feet. And despite of the fact that I'm not a known person to him, he's like, hi dear, how are you? Is everything okay? Those kind of things. And I just called my mother and said, "Ki I'm blessed," you know. So, and after 2-3 months, we read his news that he passed away. So, for me, it was such a heartbreaking moment, but I take that to my destiny that I got to meet him, and he'll always be my inspiration. Because as an architect, I would like to quote this one thing that I just don't want to work on designs just for the sake of functionality. कि चलो भाई ये project है ये करके देना है. I mentioned in the beginning of the presentation also that I want to work into diverse sectors and contribute. So that way, Priyanka Chopra Jonas is another. I'm a big fan of hers because the way she has used her skill set and her talent to reach out to much more people. That's what I'm also trying to do that in my little capacity. And I hope I become so much resourceful in the future that I'm able to do something like how she is doing. So I want to do that.
Wow, very great, great.
Yeah.
So we would have really loved to have some more questions to be answered by you. But as you know, the time availability.
Yes.
I would
50
request
minutes.
participants to pen down their questions and reach us at archxp.in, and we would be more than happy to respond to it. I'll just hand over the mic to Neha for a word of thanks.
Yes, Samruddhi, it was really wonderful seeing all of
Thank
those
you,
inspiring and very creative presentation of yours. And I'm sure participants must have enjoyed it thoroughly. And I'm really thankful to you for taking out so much of time and giving so much of inputs in
putting forth your ideas, your ideologies, your concept of conceptual visualization in